The universe is astounding. Put it this way, all of its ordinary matter, all the particles that make us, and everything we can see only makes up 4% of its matter. We only discovered the universe's major mass component, the thing that makes up 70% of it, in 1998. We call it dark energy, although nobody has the slightest idea what exactly it is. There is so much about space, our solar system, and the galaxy that we still don't know. Space is vast, with billions of galaxies and stars, and planets in our own solar system, yet to be fully explored or understood. Scientists' knowledge of space is always evolving. There are, however, some really cool things we know about space right now. So don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for some mind-blowing facts about space. But before we begin, we request you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's jump right in. Number 10. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. The universe extends far beyond our own galaxy, the Milky Way, which is why scientists can only estimate how many stars are in space. However, scientists estimate the universe contains approximately 1 septillion stars. While no one can actually count every single grain of sand on the Earth, the estimated total from researchers at the University of Hawaii is somewhere around 7 quintillions, 500 quadrillion grains. That is an awfully big sandcastle. Number 9. There is a supermassive black hole at the heart of every galaxy. Active galaxies often pump out 100 times more light than a normal galaxy. With the discovery in 1963 of quasars, it was clear that the light comes not from stars, but from a central region smaller than the solar system. The only conceivable energy source is matter heated to incandescence as it swirls down onto a giant black hole up to 50 billion times the mass of the Sun. In the 1990s, NASA's Hubble Space Telescope found that although active galaxies account for only about 1% of galaxies, supermassive black holes are no anomaly. Almost every galaxy, including our Milky Way, contains one, but starved of a food supply, most have switched off. What are supermassive black holes doing in the hearts of galaxies? Were they the seeds around which galaxies congealed? Or did newborn galaxies spawn them? These remain some of the biggest unsolved questions in astrophysics. Number 8. Space is full of space junk. Space is full of junk like used rocket parts and dead satellites. These objects continue to orbit Earth at about 17,500 miles per hour, 10 times as fast as a speeding bullet. The Space Surveillance Network, SSN, keeps track of how much debris is out there and who's responsible for it. The SSN is currently tracking 23,000 objects, larger than a softball. Space junk is dangerous because one collision could trigger a chain reaction of objects hitting each other, resulting in a thick cloud of debris that would make space travel extremely dangerous. This kind of disaster was the premise of the 2013 movie Gravity starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. The US is responsible for the most space junk with 3,990 pieces of debris as of March 28, 2018. Russia is responsible for 3,959 pieces of debris, followed by China with 3,893. Number 7. 95% of the universe is invisible. There is a discovery so amazing that it has yet to trickle into the consciousness of most working scientists. Everything science has been studying these past 350 years is but a minor contaminant of the universe. Only about 4.9% of the mass energy of the universe is atoms, the kind of stuff you, me, the stars, and galaxies are made of. And of that, only half has been spotted with telescopes. About 26.8% of cosmic mass energy is invisible dark matter, revealed because it tugs with its gravity on the visible stuff. Candidates for what makes up dark matter include hitherto unknown subatomic particles and black holes made in the Big Bang. But in addition to dark matter, there is dark energy, accounting for 68.3% of the mass energy of the universe. It's invisible, fills all of space, and is accelerating cosmic expansion. And our best theory, quantum theory, overestimates its energy density by a factor of 1 followed by 120 zeros. Number 6. The universe was born. The universe has not existed forever. It was born. 13.82 billion years ago, all matter, energy, space, and even time erupted into being in a titanic fireball called the Big Bang. The fireball began expanding, and out of the cooling debris, there eventually congealed the galaxies, great islands of stars, of which our Milky Way is one among an estimated 2 trillion. This, in a nutshell, is the Big Bang Theory. Whatever way you look at it, the idea that the universe popped into existence out of nothing, that there was a day without a yesterday, is utterly bonkers. But that is what the evidence tells us. An immediate question arises. What happened before the Big Bang? The reluctance to face this awkward question is why most scientists had to be dragged kicking and screaming to accept the idea of the Big Bang. Number 5. You would last about 15 seconds in space without a spacesuit. Dr. Ryan Stone, Sandra Bullock, has a hard enough time surviving with a spacesuit in gravity. Without a spacesuit, it would take mere seconds to asphyxiate. Because there's no pressure in space, air expands. This means the air inside your lungs would expand and tear through the tissue. And in such an extreme environment, your body would use up all of the oxygen in your blood in about 15 seconds. Other gruesome consequences of unprotected space exposure would include loss of bowel control, boiling blood, exploding capillaries, and bloating. Number 4. Most of the stuff in the universe has repulsive gravity. The universe is expanding, its constituent galaxies flying apart like pieces of cosmic shrapnel in the aftermath of the Big Bang. The only force operating should be gravity, which acts like a web of elastic between the galaxies, slowing them down. But in 1998, contrary to all expectations, astronomers found that the expansion of the universe is actually speeding up. To explain it, they postulated the existence of invisible stuff, which they've termed dark energy, that fills space and has repulsive gravity. It is the repulsive gravity of this dark energy that is accelerating cosmic expansion. Dark energy accounts for almost 2/3 of the mass energy of the universe. School science is therefore behind the times in saying that gravity sucks. In most of the universe it blows. Number 3. There's a fascinating reason why space appears black. You might think that there should be no black space at all, because stars are everywhere and should fill the sky with light. This phenomenon is known as Olbers' paradox, named for the German astronomer Heinrich Wilhelm Olbers, who posed it in 1823. If the universe is infinite, static, and timeless, then everywhere you look should eventually hit a star. It turns out the universe is neither static nor timeless. Edwin Hubble discovered that the universe is expanding, and thermal radiation left over from the Big Bang puts the universe at 13.8 billion years old. We don't see stars in every direction, because some stars haven't been around long enough for their light to reach us. Number 2. The center of the Milky Way galaxy has tens of thousands of black holes. According to a new study, there are tens of thousands of black holes at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Black holes are impossible to detect on their own because light can't escape from them. But when paired with a star, they interact in a way that allows scientists to find them using X-rays. The study posits that the center of the Milky Way contains hundreds of black holes paired with stars and 10,000 isolated black holes. Number 1. Most planetary systems are different from ours. Scientists hate to invoke anything special about our situation in the universe. Special is improbable, while typical is probable. But the discovery of planets around other stars, at last count, more than 3,500 have been confirmed, has created a headache. None is like our own. There are supercompact planetary systems in which all planets orbit closer to their parent star than Mercury. The innermost planet of the solar system does to the Sun. There are Jupiter-mass planets that must have migrated inward. There are planets in highly elliptical orbits, similar to those of comets. And there are planets that orbit the wrong way around their stars. Given that planets are believed to congeal from gas and dust swirling in the same direction around a newborn sun, this latter discovery is especially hard to explain. As yet, nobody knows whether the unusualness of our solar system has anything to do with the human race having arisen to notice it. With that, we end today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Lastly, join in the next time for more of such interesting content.